Hey guys, this is Tor from TC here at GuitCon with Glenn from SpectreSoundStudios.
How's it going, Tor?
It's going really well. Now that you're here, it's going even better.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm pouring on the honey here.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't need that at all, man.
So, you know, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started playing and, you know, how you got into the whole YouTube thing?
Okay, started playing guitar. I think I got my first guitar like 1985.
Yeah.
Basically, I wanted to be in Judas Priest. So, yeah, it's like that was pretty much it. And then, here we are like 32 years later, still a terrible guitar player, but,
Still want to be in Judas Priest? Or?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's like Richie Faulkner's a friend, though, so
yeah?
it's like, okay, yeah, I can see why they gave him the job.
Yeah. Fair enough.
but still a really big fan. But, got into production like early 90s, started doing records, that kind of thing, and that's where I think I kind of found what I was actually pretty good at.
Yeah.
And, developed my skills over some 20-some-odd years and whatnot. Yeah. And I started doing YouTube just because I kept seeing the same mistakes being made in the studio by indie bands over and over and over again. Yeah. Lack of preparation, bringing in instruments not ready to be recorded, just a general lack of knowledge of what recording really requires out of the artist. Yeah. So I finally got to a point where I've been, like 17, 18 years into it. And I said, fuck it, I'm just going to tell the truth. Here's what we need to do. And it blew up from there.
Yeah. So did you expect that to happen from the get-go? Was it more like, I'll just throw it out there and see what happens?
Yeah, exactly. I was at a point in my career, I was like, okay, you know what, if I tank the studio, so be it. I went down fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to say what is on my mind and tell the truth. And I had a great reaction. A bunch of studio friends of mine were like, you can't say that. You're going to hurt your business.
Yeah.
Boy, they were right. But seriously, it's like, yeah, I just said, fuck it, I'm going to say what's on my mind. And just kind of, it took a little while to really find what I want to say after that.
Yeah.
That was the tough part. But, I remember going to see a blues band play down in Memphis.
Yeah.
And the singer's just, I'm like, oh my God. Everybody does this. Yeah. It's not just the metal guys. Yeah. So it's like, so I did, how to hold a microphone and got a great response on that. Yeah. I had an angry phone call from a client, so I knew I was onto something. Sorry, Mark. Love you, buddy. But, there was that, and then there was a couple other things, and it's like it just slowly gained momentum,
yeah.
And then, it kind of blew up there in the spring of 2015. And it's just been like full bore ever since.
So was there like one moment, you said the spring of 15?
Yeah, it's like I did my first episode of Stupid Musician Texts. And that's where it really took off. And, because I'd done a bunch of demos and stuff like that and cool and some recording tips, but it's like people like to laugh. And it was like, because I was part of a, I can't really discuss where all that came from, but I was just kind of asked a few friends, I'm like, hey, do you mind if I take some of those texts to like put a show into that? I'll like delete the names and shit. And they're like, yeah, go for it. So we did that and it just exploded. Yeah. Everybody laughed their asses off because it's kind of a candid inside look at the world of making records. Yeah. And yeah, it gets pretty stupid at times.
So how do you divide your time these days? How much of it is studio work and how much is the video stuff?
Pretty much all YouTube at this point.
It is?
Yeah. Wow. It's like what I do is these days I call up my friends and say, hey, why don't you come on over and help me demo something? So I've made a lot of friends over the years, some great musicians. So we'll like demo some gear or show some techniques or that kind of thing, and we'll make videos around that. But that's pretty much all I'm doing right now because it's far less frustrating. Yeah. The thing is, I've dealt with bands for 20 years. It's like I want to make some of my own sounds for a while. Yeah. I mean, like once in a while, I'll take on a project. Like I did the Vias record last year because they wanted to go into phase one and do the drums, which is like a fucking legendary drum room in Toronto. Yeah. Like Whitesnake did Still in the Night in there. Yeah. Okay. It was just an amazing sounding room, and it was like, okay, yeah, that's a cool project. I want to be part of that. Let's do it. A few things like that. And it's like if a band wants to do a single or a couple songs, that's great. But for full lengths, I'm not really doing it right now. Maybe a couple mixed projects down the road. I do get quite a few inquiries about mixed projects, and it's like, okay, that I can do, but just the overall day-to-day tracking and shit like that.
Tracking and having bands hang out.
I'm kind of burnt out on that a little bit. And I might come back to it, but right now I'm taking a little break and I'm having a lot of fun with YouTube.
So any plans for,
yes,
new ideas for YouTube stuff?
Well, I'm partnered up with Warren Hewitt over at Produce Like a Pro. Oh, cool. And you guys should talk to him about doing some of these as well. He would probably really dig it because he's a great guitar player too. And I can introduce you guys.
That would be awesome.
I would love to. But Warren and I have partnered up on a top secret project. We've got some very cool stuff coming up. And I'm going to be offering some premium mixing lessons and some other recording related stuff in his Pro Mix Academy as well. So I'm going to be doing some various tutorials on just general recording stuff. So that'll be cool.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for taking the time.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
Fun.
Really appreciate it.